Hi, Geometry. We're starting chapter 10. I have notes on Google Classroom, and also I believe there's notes in the file folders at the school, in the gym. And remember, the school's open from 9 to 3, Monday through Friday. So you can pick up information and material during that time from your teachers or hand it in. So 10.1, we're going to talk about parallelograms, triangles, trapezoids, rhombuses or rhombi, and kites, I believe. So this whole chapter is on extending our knowledge of perimeter, circumference, and area. So it's not really anything new, we're just digging deeper into it. So let's start 10.1 with parallelograms. We have to remember that our area of a parallelogram is base times height. With that information, we can solve the problems on this page. So I'm going to go ahead and write area equals base times height. And if I look at this figure right here, my base is 11, but I don't know my height. Okay, so that's right here. This is a right triangle, so we can find our height because this height is just one leg of a right triangle. So I'm going to set up my a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And I'll just say a is my unknown. My b is going to be 30, so 30 squared. And my c, my hypotenuse, will be 34 squared. Okay. When I solve by subtracting my 30 squared, I get that a squared equals 256, which means a is 16, the square root of 256. So when I plug in my 16 for my height, and I just take 16 times 11, I'm going to get 176. So the area of this parallelogram is 176 meters or millimeters squared. Let's go on to one that requires a little bit of algebra. So we have a rectangle and the height is 3 and we know its area. So again, we have area equals base times height. We know the base and we know the area, so I'm going to fill that in. 6x squared plus 24x minus 6 is my area. That's going to be equal to my base times my height, and we need to find the height. So what I'm going to do is just divide by 3. Now when you divide a polynomial by 3, you must divide every single term by 3. So my 6x squared divided by 3 is going to be 2x squared. My 24x divided by 3 is going to be 8x. And my negative 6 divided by 3 is going to be negative 2. So despite my handwriting, that is your answer for the height. And I'll put a label on that of inches. That's my height. Okay, one last one for this page, and we're going to find the base of a parallelogram when we know the height and the area. So I'll start again with area equals base times height. My area is 28 yards squared. My base is unknown, but my height is 56. To solve for my base, I just need to divide by 56. 28 divided by 56 is 1/2, or 0.5. And my label is yards. So that's my base. I will continue this in part 2.